Hello and welcome to the next instalment of Asset Optimization's RBI Vlog series. My name is Paul Raithby. I'm a chartered mechanical engineer in the UK and I have 20 years experience in maintenance, reliability and mechanical integrity in the chemicals and petrochemicals industry. I'm API 580 certified and I've been implementing risk-based inspection programs worldwide since 2012. In this short video, I'll be covering the key roles within the RBI team for an effective and sustainable RBI implementation. If you missed our last video introducing asset optimization and the Vlog series, please follow the link in the YouTube comment section. A team approach is the best way to implement a risk-based inspection program effectively and sustainably. Generally, one individual doesn't possess the skills and knowledge required to single-handedly conduct an entire study effectively. Usually, a team of people with the requisite skills and knowledge and background is needed to conduct an effective RBI assessment. From a sustainability point of view, engaging your site personnel in the implementation gives them new knowledge and new skills and also gives them a level of ownership in the programme and its sustainment. Firstly, we start with the team leader. Whilst this individual should be a full-time member of the team leader may be any one of the other team members. The team leader should be familiar or preferably a stakeholder in the facility or the equipment, but if not, they should be very familiar with the processes involved and the RBI methodology being used. The team leader's typical duties are tracking and communicating progress, assembling the RBI team, verifying the necessary skills, experience and knowledge of its members, verifying the accuracy of any data collected including any assumed values, preparation and distribution of the RBI assessment report and any actions required to mitigate risks to the appropriate stakeholders, following up to assure its mitigation actions are implemented and assuring adequate documentation of the team's activities. The next key role is that of the inspection specialist. This individual collects the design and condition data for the equipment included in the assessment. Part of this data collection effort involves reviewing the effectiveness of the inspections, and as such the inspection specialist should be very familiar with the equipment and the inspection methods employed at the facility. This role also involves the implementation of the recommended inspection plan as derived from the RBI assessment. Plant inspectors, or well-experienced NDT technicians, are ideally suited for this role. The corrosion specialist will provide key inputs to the RBI methodology regarding damage mechanisms, rates, susceptibilities and, where appropriate, monitoring requirements for potential process changes that may affect the mechanical integrity of the equipment, known as integrity operating windows. This role requires a specialist corrosion engineer. If you don't have a corrosion engineer employed, this is a role you may wish to outsource. The next key role is that of the process specialist. The person in this role should be very well versed with the principles of operation along with the nature, characteristics of the fluids and processes in the equipment being assessed. The process specialist is responsible for providing process data including both steady state and excursion conditions for both planned, i.e. startup and shutdown operations, and unplanned, i.e. abnormal operations. An experienced unit process engineer is ideal for this role. Operations and maintenance personnel provide key validation information such as verifying that the equipment has been and continues to operate as per the data provided by the process specialist, along with verifying that repairs, replacements and modifications have been included in the equipment data collected by the inspection specialist. The operation and maintenance personnel are also responsible for implementation of risk mitigation recommendations that are related to process or equipment modifications and monitoring. Experienced process operators and area maintenance engineers are suited to these kind of roles. Management play a key role in providing the resources, both personnel and funding, for the implementation. They also make fundamental decisions on risk management by establishing risk acceptance criteria and systems and resources to follow up risk mitigation decisions. The risk analyst is responsible for collating the requisite data provided by the team members and performing the risk analysis. The individual or individuals may be a specialist in this area or may well be one of the other team members. Typically, the risk analyst will be responsible for defining the required data based upon the risk analysis methodology, defining the accuracy levels for the data, verifying data quality and the basis of the assumptions, data input or transfer to the RBI software if the RBI software is being used and running the RBI software program, or manually calculating risk if no software is being used, communicating the risk outputs in an understandable way and producing reports. Financial or business personnel provide data on the cost of equipment and the impact of shutting down or reducing the throughput for the facility or the unit associated with the equipment being assessed. This person in this role also provides recommendations for mitigating financial consequences. Safety, health and environmental personnel are responsible for providing inputs on environmental and safety systems and applicable regulations. The person in this role also assesses and recommends ways to mitigate the consequences of failure. As you can see, the variety of inputs that require a range of skills, knowledge and experience result in the implementation of RBI better suited to a team approach. Our next topic in the Asset Optimization's RBI vlog is project planning for RBI implementation, so watch out for that in the coming weeks. If you'd like more information on the topic that we've covered today, or you need help with your mechanical integrity programme, then please visit our website, send us an email, we'd be happy to help.